Would you rather go on the side where you might fall through, or the side where you might be seen? Because I think I take my chance on might being seen than death, Alice.
Things just seem to be getting weirder and weirder.
For someone who does these kind of things when travelling, not having insurance is stupid.
Bakery had 3 loaves of bread in it, and that was it. Today is day 2 in Armenia, and we're currently in Gyurmi, which is the cultural capital. We spent a day wandering around yesterday, and we are going to hitchhike to the countryside today and experience what the village life is like in Armenia. It's our first time hitchhiking in Armenia that's not from the border, so I don't know how long it's going to take. We are finding things out as we go. Anything else you want to add?
No.
We managed to get our first ride out of Gyumri. I think we were waiting around 10 minutes, and now we're going like 40 minutes in the right direction. And I've also just realised that I've been saying the name of the city wrong the whole time. I think it's Gyumri, not Gyurmi.
Throughout the journey, we went past masses of memorial sites for the Armenian genocide. The Armenian genocide was the systemic extermination of the Armenian people carried out by the Ottoman Empire between 1915 and 1923 and throughout World War I. Anywhere between 600,000 and 1.2 million Armenian people were killed, although the exact figures are still unknown. Armenians were targeted through mass killings, forced deportations, and death marches into the Syrian desert.
That huge graveyard we just went past, we just asked our driver if it was something to do with the genocide, and he said that it was. So I'm guessing it's like a genocide memorial, or like the people that are buried there were killed in the genocide. So the valley that we're in is actually where like a lot of the fighting and the battling took place during the genocide. So yeah, we're really in the place where it happened right now. Our driver's just doing some more translations for us, which is really, really insightful.
Սա 1915 թվականի ցեղասպանության վայրն է։
The coolest old-looking Land Rover has just stopped for us. Okay, we just need to put our bags in.
Our plan for the day was to visit an eerie old mining town named Alaverdi and go climbing on some abandoned cable cars, as well as another smaller place named Odzun, where we found ourselves wandering through farmland and haggling for an Armenian grandma's knitting.
One person needs to go in the back. The one in the back.
So we have stopped off in a small mountain town called Alaverdi, and what we're about to do is really exciting. We're going to go and explore an abandoned cable car stop. Is that how you explain it? Yeah. And you can like walk out onto the machines and stuff, kind of like over the cliff, which is very exciting. But this place is giving us some really, really creepy, eerie vibes. Like all the buildings are falling down, getting some really unfriendly frowns from the locals. Like everyone is looking at us really, really strangely. Yeah, like really, really odd. And I guess the abandonedness kind of goes along with that. There's a lot of abandoned stuff. Yeah, I guess they probably don't get many tourists here, but still, I've been smiling. So that's the old cable car. I'm guessing that's not active anymore, and we're going to be exploring the base of it, which is somewhere down here. Niam found a little cafe in, I think, this shed over here, which you can't really see, but it's, you know, it's a completely abandoned shack And let's see the picture that they put on Google. This is the photo that they had of it on Google. We just got our first smile. Yay! I'm not so scared anymore. Okay, we're in the old building. The whole place stinks of shit. Whoa.
So we're here debating whether to try go onto those tracks. Alice wanted me to turn off the camera until she actually built up the confidence of it.
To save battery.
It wasn't, but I thought we should show you the real side of it, because obviously not everyone's got the balls just to jump onto these decrepit tracks. So this is sort of the dilemma we're facing. So this is where we'd have to initially go onto. We're not sure that the netting will hold us, and then to climb up onto those tracks there. Alice for some reason thinks it's a good idea to go all the way to the other side where there's absolutely no netting, and like trying to get from that ladder to there, you just fall through the gaps. So I think that's really stupid, but she thinks for some reason that she has to have way more confidence on that side. I vetoed the idea, but let's watch her try to do it here. And
There's two men there.
yep, and
You have to do these kind of things without being seen. Yeah.
you're gonna be seen when you're on that thing, no matter where you are. I don't know what you want me to say. Would you rather go on the side where you might fall through, or the side where you might be seen? Because I think I take my chance on might being seen than death, Alice. For someone who does these kind of things when travelling, not having insurance is stupid. So, if anything, don't follow any of her travel advice. Go the other side, because that side is way more decrepit.
This place is so creepy. You would think like all of the houses are abandoned, and they look abandoned, but then you can just see like colourful washing, fresh, hanging on the decrepit balconies. Really, really odd.
This copper factory was once the economic backbone of Alaverdi, providing employment for the majority of people that live there. However, the factory produced huge levels of pollution, and in 2009, a study by the United Nations was released showing higher than normal levels of cancer and blood disease throughout the Alaverdi population. By 2017, the pollution got so bad that the factory was shut down. This has resulted in an 85% unemployment rate throughout the town, and a vast amount of other local shops also had to close. Many people have left Alaverdi in search of work, and those left behind are picking up the pieces of economic collapse, hoping to one day bring their ghost town back to life.
So we've got like this weird old abandoned copper factory behind us, and then like right here next to me is what looks like a really fancy, modern, up-to-date hotel that is very much in use.
They said don't go that way.
Oh. Well, maybe they're just saying don't go. I think we go up on that way. Yeah. And if you look up here, it's very bad quality, but there's the factories here, and then this kind of little line goes up to the mine, which is at the top of the factory, top of the mountain, and I'm assuming the copper comes kind of like the whole way down here. The vibe here is so strange. We've been trying to hitchhike for ages. No cars are stopping for us, but they're all making like weird hand gestures which we don't understand. And then there are certain cars that have just been circling around the roundabout more than 2 or 3 times, like 5 or 6 times, just in a convoy. There's Range Rover and BMW circling, being really, really strange. And then this car, another car just stopped, an old battered car, and they were asking us where we were going. Alright. They were asking us where we were going, and then when we seemed to agree on a location, we opened the car door and they said yes, we could get in, and then the back of their car was just completely full of stuff. They seemed really shocked when we tried to open the door and get in the car, and then they just drove off. It's raining so hard and we want to go ride as quickly as possible. So what we're doing is, because I don't have a raincoat, I'm wearing Niam's raincoat. Niam's standing under the shelter and then I'm standing out on the road because I'm more likely to get a lift. So yeah, that's the tactic we're using, but so far it hasn't worked. So things just seem to be getting weirder and weirder. We finally managed to, we gave up hitchhiking because things were getting so weird, and so then we started trying to stop taxis as well. Even the taxis wouldn't stop, and then eventually one stopped. And now we're in this new place which is meant to be more touristic. Anyway, here's the town that we were in. Down there. We've arrived in a really sweet little town called Odzun. There's flowers everywhere, there's a statue, and we're gonna interview some locals.
They've got a book there.
Oh, that's so cute. Just wanna get some books out.
We have nothing, we can't take any, so we've got nothing to give.
Or the ability
to read.
Wow.
This one's in English.
Banana twist. It's a summer of too many bananas and too much gooba groob.
Lots of car magazines.
One of the main attractions of Odzun is this gorgeous church behind me, which we just went into for a little bit. Riveting.
One of the main characteristics of Armenia is the vast amount of churches all over it. This is because Armenia was the first country in the world to adopt Christianity as a state religion in 301 AD.
This is a wheelbarrow full of cow poo by the looks of it, but what's on the floor here is like rotting fruit, and what that is from is when they make like the local drink, the local spirit, which is called raki. That's where all the fermented fruit goes into those piles, I think. Ooh, bye.
Bye.
Ciao, chicken.
Oh, I remember.
I'm just at a local knitting market kind of thing. I'm trying on this thing that this lovely lady over here has made. Not sure what I think of it. I've never seen something quite like this before.
I quite like it.
I quite like it.
Like, really? I actually think we should get it.
Moment. Իծն է այստեղ եմ արդեն 66 տարի այստեղ եմ ապրում, Օձունում ամեն մի թուփ, ամեն մի բան ինձ շատ հաճելի է ու շատ հարազատ է։ Ես շատ սիրում եմ իմ Օձունը եւ միշտ կմնամ այստեղ։ Bye.
Ciao.
Չես ուզում։ Որտեղից եք։ Ամերիկա։
No,
English.
Անգլիա։
Hi, we're at the beating heart of the town of Odzun, the bakery, where you can get phallic looking potato pies and slightly dry golden syrup-esque cakes. I think I should add a bit more.
Add a bit more.
Bakeries used to be the pumping heart of the town. But back in the UK, you're paying £6 for a loaf of sourdough, so we just eat shitty Hovis preservative bread instead. Whereas here, look at the bakery, look at the cake.
So yeah, this is what the local bakery looks like.
The beautiful part of the town. Wow, there's another bakery.
Empty. What? Look, there's only 3 loaves of bread in the bakery. Okay, let's go. Okay, the second bakery had 3 loaves of bread in it, and that was it. We have had a lovely half an hour in Odzun, but now it's time to leave.
Because we've got no cash.
So we're gonna hitchhike out of here. So far, hitchhiking in Armenia has been fairly easy. Been waiting for less than 10 minutes. Wow, that is the biggest dog I've ever seen in this car. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Oh my god.
I could have not got in that car in life.
That's insane.
I would have rather slept with your sleeping bag on the floor.
In a very battered old car now. It's not even waterproof, there's puddles everywhere and the seats are sodden. There's also loads of flies buzzing around in here. It's great. One to remember. Press subscribe if you want to see the next episode where Niam and I will be attempting to cargo train hop across Georgia. After a very long and weird day, we are tucked up in bed. It's 8 PM. I'm eating some figs and time to get out of here. I'm gonna go back to Georgia tomorrow.